Majesties, we are returned. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. Welcome to the Great Ace Attorney again. We're in part 4. I don't have any other shirts on long sleeve.
It's wintertime. You need a long sleeve anyway. But this one works. Which one of these two? Which one?
Alright, let's get back, sorry. Let's get back to Titleist, dude. Excuse me, but could I ask you something? You stole away, mother. That wasn't a good start, was it? Alright, let me try instead. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm sorry I to trouble you, but could I perhaps ask you something of you? You're the third class ladies maid. Sorry, I'm fixing a microphone. I seem to have caught the sailor on a bad day. I'm not a sailor. My mother gave me a name. I am senior crewman Biff Strongnov. The best thing. This thing is just avoid eye contact, I think. Mr. Strongfog, about the first class cabin. You would find the finest part of the bureau ship. Oh, what sort of very important person? Government officials, knights and queens traveling in secret, most important persons. I am always guarding this place. That is why I'm always capturing this place. Gosh, that's amazing. But somehow I had a stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you in the ocean, but strong fog and no, it's not the animal. Thank you. If I may, I was wondering, is the cabin next to Mr. Osagi's currently occupied? Yeah. Do you understand that? It sounded like da. I think it's probably Russian for yes or no. Genius. It's not permitted to visit other cabins without invitation. Well, it sounds like there's someone next door in the cabin at least. Yes, it is tantalizing. Could you tell us who was traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Asagi's? His name is Mr. Grimsby Roylat. He is a very important Western gentleman. A Western gentleman? Do not think about it. He has nothing to do with this murder of student boy. How can you be so sure of that? Mr. Roylat is authentic gentleman, Western gentleman. Such men would not interest in lowly students from insignificant far Eastland islands. That was harsh. Can you tell us when he came aboard? That is not your business. Come to think of it, even though we've been seas for 2 weeks now, I've been in his cabin the entire time. I've never once heard anything from the next door cabin, or even felt like there's anyone there. Well, presumably, since the gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabins, he must be rather important, is that right? That is not your business. Are you on watch here all the time? Seaman Strongvanov? Da, all the time. So criminals like you cannot come in, or get out. I wonder, could you tell us anything about last night at all? Just said, it is sad about student boy. We on watch last night as well? Of course. You didn't notice anything at the time? Anything unusual? Shit! I'm worried if I said that wrong. Did you understand that? It was clearly a no! I saw nothing unusual. Nothing at all. You didn't hear any strange noises? Or in a sense that anything was wrong in some way? I said no! Sorry! I'm not so sure. I could have swore that he wanted to catch my eye for a moment there. That is enough. I cannot say any more. Oh. It's time for me to report to cabin. You must return to cabin. Yes, alright. Bulkhead to second class areas. Staying locked at all times. You'll escape when lobsters whistles on top of the mountains, or as English say, when pigs fly. Yes, I understand. Good. Now we can investigate this area properly, shall we? No, I still can't move over there. Okay. I got you. I was just curious. Where all him is at? This is it. The cabin next to ours. The one the ventilation connects to. Yes, the ventilation from which note the special speckled band merging. Maybe who was ever in this cabin. Let's ask. No answer. Well, look, it seems there's no one that can help us with our inquiries. How annoying. I'll fix it, truly, but I can't find anything out of the place, though. What do you think about this? It's very unpleasant shape, isn't it? That is the emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it. Oh, an alarm. It says, press only in times of emergency. Looks as if it sets the alarm bells ringing all over the ship. The vessels to the complete stop. Oh. Just have to see. What are you doing? You mustn't touch it. This is an emergency situation. Just look at these handcuffs. You know you fit well. You know full well that's not what the alarm is for. Did you want to bring that vessel to this? This vessel to a standstill for no good reason, you'd be in an even worse situation. I wish everything would just stop. This ship including. If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect everyone else. Ah! What was that? It came from inside the cabin. There's a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman. Stand aside. I'm about to break the door down. Mr. Sholmes, I shall be stopped. When the fit is on me, I revel in kicking doors off their hinges. Please, wait, Mr. Sholmes. The door doesn't appear to be bolted. He doesn't? Then how the deuce can I dispatch this muscular urge? What, pray, can I kick? I think we should go in. There's no time to think about it. Stress leave. What are you? Western gentleman? He looks Russian to me. We heard a woman scream. A woman? Don't be absurd. Don't be absurd. As you can see, there's nobody but me in this cabin. So this woman disappeared. The only person in here. But in that case, who just screamed? Get out, all of you, now! Please excuse the intrusion, but you are Mr. Grimsby Roylett, I believe. Yes, that's me. And you are? The one and only, the actual Hemlock Sholmes. You've heard of me, no doubt. No. I'm the great detective among I am a great detective among great detectives. One who adores the covers of popular magazines, no less. So I assure you, you must trust me completely. This man uses that magazine like a business card. A detective? Yeah, I do not trust detectives. We distinctly heard a scream and emanate from within these walls. There would appear to be a lady concealing herself in the wardrobe this time. So might I be bold to ask you to open the small traveling case? What? Don't be stupid. Who anyone's fit in a trunk like that? It's quite fashionable for these days, is it not? Traveling inside one's trunk. Don't look at me. Oh my! Did you see that? The case just shook. Leave now. Otherwise, I'll call the steward. Mr. Grimsby. Right. There's no doubt about it. This strange Russian man is hiding something. I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we can find some clues before that burly sailor returns. Mr. Royer, we'd like to talk to you about something. No. Oh. I don't want to talk. Leave my cabin now. Ugh, this is gonna be terrible. We're not getting anywhere here. I agree. There might be something else that can help. Perhaps the great detective could get somewhere with this Mr. I don't think we can talk to him. No. What is he doing? What are you doing? Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Sholmes? You need only to address me as Mr. Sholmes. That's what I just did. That's what I just did, isn't it? Well, Mr. Sholmes, what were you doing in there? Why, I was resting, of course. Resting? Indeed. I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe while waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call my great powers reduction in your service, into service. Oh, and seeing that the hour is upon now, the time has come. Am I mistaken? Well, no, actually. You're spot on, for once. Observe closely. Our Russian host in the cabin, Mr. Rurley, is clearly trying to hide something. I do you know what is the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret? Why? The truth, of course. What's that? Though ought be pointed out, such a method that are not exclusive for Russians. Right. Can you imagine how Russians will react when the secret he guards so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness it? Oh yes, please. Well then, what you're about to see is but the warns on you. For I am about to appeal my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to this case. Could this man be more than a high-acted portrayal of... Could this man be a more high-acted portrayal of a dubious Russian, I ask you? What? From time to time it occurs to me is that the fellow dubious on the count of his Russian ears, or Russians on the count of dubiousness. I don't think any of those things should be really occurring to you. Or anyone. That's right, Mr. Sholmes. I know this man in the beard and dark glasses is hard to ignore, especially in the first meeting. But once I read It's a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. It's bias. It biases the judgment. Shh! I'm saying complete silence. What are you doing? Why are you appearing at my face like that? Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I have quite made up my mind now. Hmm? There can only be no other explanation for the customs of all these facts. Mr. Royd, I reached two incontrovertible conclusions. What do you mean? Number one, your true identity is that of a villain. Within most years, you are about to end the existence of something most dear. Are you not? Huh? And number two, the conclusion I have drawn, you are, as very no less, in the midst of committing the most grievous crime. Beneath that beard, your mouth quivers with nervous tension, and you have been discovered. Is it not? Ugh. Oh, I never imagined that even when this. I would witness one of Mr. Sholmes' great deductions with my own eyes. That was a great deduction. Nothing can deceive Mr. Sholmes. In a single glance, it can do all there is all to know about a person. What? What an infeasible twaddle. Oh yes, I've heard all about the countless time and adventure in Hermlock Sholmes. Now I get to experience the astonishing impact of his deduction. This is like a dream comes true. I can hardly believe it, but all the color has drained from Mr. Roy Lott's face. Like both of conclusions were right. How could you? How could I possibly know such things? You wish to say? Very well then. I shall include it late. I shall explain how I was arrived at pair of conclusions. So I could invite you to. I'm saying. Yeah, I read that comment. I was reading a comment. Sorry. So I can cruelly invite you to upon a journey of logical discovery. Let's aboard this train of reasoning. But put plainly, let's work together through my deductions together. The great deduction. The game is afoot. Old man. Identity. Obviously, what catches the eye the first. So this devious looking Russian Mr. Roy Lott. Obviously, what catches the eye in the first place is the enormous pair of shears in your hand. Now you ask yourselves, what could you possibly want to do with such an implant? Implant. The answer, of course, is staring us right in the face. You are on a very urgent using shears to cut away that copious beard you sport. Now, moving on. The question then begs itself, why would you decide to get rid of your magnificent beard? Why, Mr. Royad? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. I don't think he's right. I don't know. I don't think he's right, y'all. Regarding, if you will, this morning's newspaper, in particular, the fact that a front page article, which would appear you have read also, Mr. Royet. I'm sure it needs no further clarification that the evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. Translation, the headline reads, Revolutionary by... He doesn't look nothing like him. Maybe the glasses and the beard, but other than that, nothing. Doesn't look much like him. I mean, sucker. Having noted the article yourself, you decided to remove the incriminated facial hair before he gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond a doubt. Your first emotion revolution himself, Velen Buchsvak. Not I have heard for yourself, you understand. Wrongdoing. Now, as for my second conclusion, you are at the very moment on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And proof of this crime? Over there. Oh yes, Mr. Royd. I think unawares people are pretty... Sorry. I'm stretching for a moment. Take it unawares. People would probably say is it to let their eyes stray, you see. Ah, I assure you, I speaks more elegancy in honestly the mouth. The answer we seek lies and the further glance is false. The proof of your crime sits before our eyes. Yes, the traveling case. This time, I think the case will be opened and contains a live bear. No, I refuse. What could you possibly conceal inside, we ask? The estimation. A young lady, perhaps. One enough to fit in a Tyrian. Don't be absurd. And what, pray? What have they... And pray, what would be the identity of this young lady in the traveling case? Dear me. Well, not well suited. You like the crime, are we? You cares, Cope. Dole betrays you. Once again, we only need to follow your further glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason you refuse to open the traveling case can really be found in the pages of this newspaper. Trying to think of this, back of the page. What the headline can do so want to be one conclusion. Your crime is the one of adoption. According to the article, the young lady's name is that. How long is this? Let's go. Oh, it's done. This wasn't the greatest deductions that wasn't one of the greatest deductions I heard so much about, was it? Well, the stories are full of Mr. Shelmar's these deductions, you know. But that didn't seem a little different somehow. Excuse me, Mr. Jones, could you come over here for a moment? Frey, what can I do for you? Try your deductions. Would you mind? Not at all. Go on. Well, to start with, there's a newspaper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but the two men look nothing alike in this show. Yeah, that's what I just said. Yes, I recall a discussion earlier. And at the time, I believe I told you that the man was revolutionary. If they were able to revolutionize his own appearance. In fairness, Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roy looks like this man more than you do. That's not the point. The other thing, the part about abducting the ballerina? Indeed, truly startling revelation. At first glance, the case would appear too small to comment a young woman. Not just first glance, it is too small, clearly. If you look at the 5-year-old child in that case, he pushed really hard. I don't suppose the missing married is a 5-year-old child, is she? Me, you don't know? No, the young lady is 15. No, I didn't know. How could I? No, I didn't know. How could I? Well, she's 15. He was with her. We poking out the case. Some years ago, I read it for something pretty mean, I believe. A drop of men consuming regularly in order to promote a certain illness in their bodies. Vinegar? Such a sour bunch, it would simply itself. That's not possible still. How many things here? This whole thing's turning into a circus. Something occurred to me about the doctor, his deductions right now. I think his power of observation are, well, magical. His eyes cut to the heart of the matter almost instantly. If he directs his attention as longitude, he's a little off. Yeah, a little is maybe a little off itself, Mrs. Just one or two keywords in his deductions that seemed to let him down. So I was wondering if we can manifest a tactical switch them in alternatives, don't you? What do you think? Switch some keys around in his deductions? Yes. And the very tactful. I feel sure if we can do that. We unlock the true genius of Mr. Sholmes' great detection. Because I thought I was going through my mind. This man's a lot of work. At the time, I wonder how anyone puts up with me. It's not that funny. You, my good fellow. Sorry. Take a moment to look around your wrists. My wrists? What? Where are your handcuffs? Huh? How do you... I feel like they might hinder your ability to follow on dance of deduction. I don't believe it. That just sounds, you're a marvel. Don't worry, I shall restore the shackles wrist when we are finished. I'm not worried, in fact, I'd rather stay like this. So, let's begin. Let's present logical and reasoning spectators. Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. I'm not gonna read it, I don't think. Say it, but otherwise. I have to read it again. You're alright, I know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Would he really sure to cut off his beard? Off a beard? I just something I would not have to ever worry about though. Doesn't quite sit right with me though. Doesn't seem to be quite sitting right with Mr. Roylet either. Which means I suppose the deduction is wrong. Let's try to search the key here. See if it helps the matter. Alright, but how? I think we should start by taking a long, hard look at Mr. I wonder if his beard is intended to use the shears on. Exactly. If we manage to find something else that seems to fit the scene of Mr. Sholmes' deduction better, then what? Now leave the rest of your capital hands. What? I want to do something about this. If there's anything else we can switch around at this last sentence. What exactly is we're really going to use those enormous shears for? Oh, golden locks. What the? What is this? He's a woman. There's a woman in disguise as man. That's the scream we heard. No. The color's definitely not the point. The point is, what is it doing in the back of Mr. The skies ain't that good. How's it growing out of underneath his thick black hair? Oh yes, that is true. So it's something beautiful and something surprising. Well, it's definitely not right here. We're going locks. How was I supposed to do something? Oh, I gotta present right here. Going locks. You are on the verge of using shears to cut away the gun locks you sport. Indeed. You have identified the precise detail I was attempting to expose. Such lush gold and certainly doesn't benefit old man. Yeah, he's got to be the ballerina, Russian ballerina, I bet. Not a man at all. You're a woman, and judging from that length of the sheath of your hair, one very, very young in her youth. Oh no. If only I had managed to cut off my hair, no one else would have suspected. The question begins this. Why would you desire to get rid of your magnificent locks? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light from the matter. Ugh. I'm sure this is pathetic. This is true agent. Slunk around there. Oh, that was a shock. I had no idea the old man was really a young woman in disguise, did you? What? Why are you staring at me like that? Yes, it was a surprise. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Sorry? Looks like you're in your element of dance around the room, deduction. It looks like you're in your element as you dance around the room, deduction the facts of Mr. Sholmes. It's just, I'm just trying to do what we agreed. I'm not having fun or anything. It's strictly business, not strictly. Yes, I understand. Say no more. But anyway, let's focus on the next part, Mr. Sholmes' deduction, shall we? The evidence that he's picked up doesn't quite fit the facts. at all. No, that's true. Your Mr. Roylet is actually a woman. He, or rather she, can't possibly be mercilessly revolutionary. I suppose his direction, the whole thing is taking it a whole direction now. Yes. What's the evidence for something else? Something that fits the facts that we understood now. For something a reason. This woman needs to try to hide her true identity. I feel like it's something I heard about a young woman in a situation recently. Alright, I'll do my best. It's probably the picture. I'm guessing she's the French ballerina probably. This is interesting. Hey, found something irrelevant? Relevant? Well, no, I mean, it looks like it might be interesting. I can't read a single word, I'm afraid. No, nor can I. But look at this picture. Perhaps this is a beautiful young Russian princess. Don't you think? She's very pretty, isn't she? That's why you're doing articles like this, do you? I don't know. I can't make sense of it. Ah, I'm glad you noticed this article. Allow me to give you a short summary of its contents. Oh, thank you. Helps out everywhere, Mr. Sholmes. I think she's him. He's her, I mean, the other way around. So the appearance of a young lady last night. Renowned disappears from Shanghai. I would perform in Shanghai, the most famous reporting mission. So she probably is the dude in disguise. It's so hard to remember. I don't know, bro. I can't even pronounce them. This is holding the young costume. This is dressing room. Wearing the diamond trousers as your picture. Huh. This is 20,000. I have no idea. Well, I'm quite sure. Must be an unbelievable sum of money. Why is it shining like diamonds in herself? Yes, I'm not surprised. The company is most anxious about to recover both in the valuable Tayani. The most requested. Oh, can you see an orchestra? The Russian singer in her country. You know, it seems to be the Russian thing to do. I'm not even dignified. That was the response, mister. Okay, so my guess is it's probably. Yes. I quite the country. You know exactly what I originally did. Oh yes, so I have. Sorry. I don't understand. I said I am. People do like to try. We won't make a good detective like that. Not even a great detective's assistant. Assistant? Alright, I'll try to think again. So what is it? Oh, I got the wrong one, sorry. Yes. I'm sorry, I presented the wrong one, that's what I got wrong. The evidence that reveals your true identity of this course is the article at the ballerina. That's right. You hit the nail on the head. Yon, yeah, disappeared from Shanghai. It appears that we're finally able to address you by your true name. Yes, because your true identity is that of, yeah, the ballerina woman. Ah! Yep. Yep, it's her. You're right. My real name is Nina. I mean, yeah. But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone. A ballerina on the run. Well, it can't be there anymore because she's the young ballerina. Now, as for my second conclusion, you are the very moment as the beacon committing a most grievous crime. The proof of this crime? Over there. So it is the case. No, it ain't. Maybe it isn't. I have to reread this. Sorry, I did. And so we seek allegiance to well. So it is not the traveling case. What is it? Woman's a ballerina. She's right in front of her eyes. So clearly she can't be inside the traveling case as well. Yeah, obviously. No, let's try. In which case, what is the crime the young woman apparently committing? I can see him at the You see that? Please, no, son. Like that, you have another chance to dance around, Mr. Sholmes. Stop it. Anyway, let's do something else in here that shows what the woman's up to. Oh, there it is. Hold on, how do I move? Wow, look at it dancing tiara. She stole the tiara. You're a diamond, do you think? Oh, try it on. What? Me? Usually girls who wear tiaras. Wouldn't you like to try it on? Oh no. Okay, possibly. It's far too beautiful. Why does the tiara look familiar? Like I've seen it somewhere recently. It's the tiara. Yes! She stole the tiara. I don't think she stole it. She took it with her. Proof of your crime was surely the tiara. Ah! I would have not seen that. This tiara is worn by the stage with dancers in the Navi ballet, is it not? Indeed, it would appear that it is identical to the tiara. Why am I having trouble with this? Tiara, pictured in this article, news article. If the reporting is to believe, the item's worth 20,000 rubles. In summary, the crime you committed is theft. Oh no! Oh, I'm doing my wrong voice. Oh no! Oh no! She's Russian, so I gotta do like a Russian woman voice, my best impression. An accent. Yes, you left your ballet troupe unlawfully, taking the precious tiara with you. Oh! The outfit is pretty cool, though. I gotta say that. I have no one, no family, no friends. I'm all alone, and I need money. I did not steal the tiara. It was a present from, how do you say, an Earl of Perugia? It belongs to me. This girl's only 15 years old, and she's running away out all by herself. It's really extremely lonely. Alright, I will tell you everything. There's no point in hiding it now. Come, let us not be hasty. What? Mystery? What do you mean? Let's say who's open this traveler case of yours and the present. Including the fall, that it is for some reason why you wish to remain closed. Is that so, Mr. My dear girl, there's no sense of playing games with me, and nothing escapes my attention. Indeed, I haven't. Even before I've laid my eyes on them. Yeah, me. This was right for crying out of me, because. Once again. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is because it's written in bookshelves. He's clearly changed like a deduction now. He shows his depth in his logic and changing in the circumstances, don't you? Hey, what is that? I just brought this to the bookshelf into all this. It's just a wild guess, surely. Do you think so? Well, it doesn't like it. Seems likely the reason why the young woman doesn't want to open her case. We're all along there. Yes, that's true, but still. Didn't cast her eyes from the direction. I noticed it myself. There has to be another reason why she won't open the case. She is somewhere in the same area, if that's her gaze. I agree. There's only one answer. What would it be? A small picture. Can we look at the picture? Charming picture, isn't it? What is it? Something climbing? Alright. I wonder what she was looking at. Oh, maybe it's the rules. The rules of the passage of travel. Yeah. Passengers must not keep weapons or... Ooh, I bet it's a weapon. Or it's a pet. It's a pet. Not a weapon, it's a pet. She has a pet on her. That's why the box moved. So I've actually been starving for weeks now. It's gotta be that. Yeah! Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is the rules of the passage. Passengers are not minor keep other dangerous objects or pets or food inside the case of yours. It's something forbidden in the case of the vessel. It's probably a pet, because that's why it moved. Its contents. It's a pet. I see the trunk of wolves from time to time, but no weapons of danger I will move on its cord. Which leaves to only one possibility, Miss Pavlova. Is that your traveling case? Is a pet. Is it a pet? Oh. It's a pet. She's got a pet. Possession of a pet. Prohibited animal. She's got a pet on her. That was actually pretty fun, though. I enjoyed that. That was a fun little mini game. I liked it. So clearly, you aren't who you say you are. No, I am not. Grimes. By the way, your name is Nico. Everything you say was correct. Oh, only been streaming for 50 minutes, huh? You have come during one of your Abaddon's company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later in the same night, you stole aboard this vessel. It's gonna have been easy. Soon feed the vice crew. She really snuck on board without being noticed? What to execute your training? You recklessly took a guy of it. Guys of an old gentleman. You intended to resolve all into your past. You're serving with your long hair. You're to a woman. Here's no restricting model. My personal recommendation is to leave it well alone. So what you were just about to cut your hair? Who was it? Who has a screen outside the cabin? Think about the bell. Well, no, other than this young lady, naturally. Like a full set of pipes, if you ask me. I was scared when I ran away from Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. This is why I decided to, how do you say, disguise myself? Disguise myself? So no one would recognize me. As a result, you for yourself into a questionable old man, I see. I put on the fur hat and a fake beard. Then, just before you came here, I saw the newspaper. Right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was frightened, I couldn't stop from screaming. If I didn't change my appearance completely, they would find me. So I decided to cut all my hair as fast as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and at the precise moment we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin. Things like this happen sometimes, don't they? These do things that from time to time. Are these two even talking about the same thing? There's one thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case? You're right. It's my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world. Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say anything to of the crew, your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return, you must tell us. In order to you must the events of last night. Yes, alright. I will tell you. Mr. Harrison. Wasn't it something? This showing this great introduction? That was actually very fun. It was certainly something. Yes. I'm just not entirely sure what. Here to help us know what she knows. Yeah. Indeed. It was incredible. And one more thing. Oh, yes. What? Observe your wrists. My. Ah, your hands. They're cuffed again. What? But how? One true of my word. I have restored your shackles. Ugh. When and why? There's a shadow of guilt cast off of you, mister. I'm sorry to say, but it can't be helped at the moment. Can't it? Really? Anyway, let's listen to what Mr. Her has to say. I can't go on without knowing. I have to find out what Speckled Band. I'm curious what he meant by that. Okay, but before we get to that, I'm gonna be right back. So 1 second. So I'll be right back. returned. You know someone was killed in the cabin next door. Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night? One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast. The man who died, he was a friend of mine. Oh. That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night? Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example? Perhaps people talking? Perhaps the ship was abrupt in the wildest tempest? Perhaps the steam engine exploded? Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed that if that happened? Miss, is there anything you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about this last night was when I had done and whether or not they would find me. I did not notice anything that was happening around me. Oh, I see. Let me go get me a drink. You run away from your ballet company, have you? The Nova Vix Ballet. Yes. Yes. I'm traveling from to Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I will never forget about the ballet. I will start a new life. You wish to forget? A challenge for proposition. You have the striking tiara as a reminder. The tiara is mine. I need to leave. I have no money on my own. The Nova Vic Ballet only gives little food and water. We must dance all over the world. I threw it away. I had no choice. If I stayed, I would have killed me. So you ran away to protect yourself? Yes. And the crews of the ship, they have all been kind to me. They let me come aboard, and they said I could hide from in this cabin. That's indeed the truth, Miss Pavola. Here's the most intriguing conundrum. Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Me? Oh, well, yes, of course. I wish I hear explanation. Conundrum. Miss, allow me to pose you a riddle. My microphone keeps falling. According to this newspaper, I was only yesterday that you were served from the ballot. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night when you boarded this vessel. However, no port last night. Ah, that's it, of course. So how is it, pray, that you came to become aboard? Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted strangely when we mentioned that. It wasn't just after we asked him how when the occupant of the cabin this came aboard. That is not your business. Yes, you're right. You're right. He just seemed to be hiding something. An angel descends from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty from the stage. Sorry, what was that? It's how the Russian newspaper described one of my performances. That's how I came here too. I descended from the heavens because I am an angel. Sharing English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very valid. But Mr. Jones once said, I never resist a touch of a dramatic. A touch of the dramatic. This is the same. A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty of the deduction. Words once said about myself. No quote is from a wonderly extravagant advertisement, the great adventures of Hemlock Sholmes, in fact. Yes, Mr. Snowy. Shall we? It doesn't look like he's going to tell us what really happened. So this friend you mentioned inside your traveling case, is that right? I don't think animals are allowed aboard according to the rules of the passage. Oh, please don't tell. Don't tell anyone on the crew. Bro, that TV is too loud. I can even hear it. Huh? Yeah, doing what? You can hear me. You can hear me. It's delayed. Yeah. No, it's delayed. Yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce the names. Huh? Pavlova? They probably hear me. Pavlova? Pavlova. Right. Yeah, you can't hear me. Alright, I'll get back to it. If they found my precious. But what do you mean, Mr. Gene? I can see you in the chat. What's with all the voices for real, bro? I got a voice act. When you're voice acting a character, you gotta change up your voice. And then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in a union to throw you, in your case, overboard, no doubt. So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes. But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy, isn't it? No. Maybe an adorable little rabbit? No. Ha! You credit Russian as a land of small rabbits, do you? Oh, don't they have small rabbits? Oh, they have small rabbits there then? You may as well ask. I have no idea. Huh. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of the young Ballarits. Ballerina's friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken. Really? Consider the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs, and when the anniversary strikes, it can satisfy the needs of a sustenance. So you'd eat your friends? I'll remember that. No. What it appears that this friend's identity is closely guarded, a closely guarded secret, not to be revealed. Ha 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 ha! She obviously she obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. I don't know what he's talking about. Just present something. Just I gotta present something. Crime scene photo. Trying my best with this microphone. Keeps falling down for some reason. Let me see. I don't know why my mic is sensitive now. I'm trying to think. I'm looking for something specific. It said something about, let me go back, history. There's something that I should like to show her, I think. To try to get her trust or something. Try the pen. Okay, I'll try the pen. I can look at the pen. That's not what I meant to do. I'll try the pen. Can I show you this? I'm actually a university student from the Empire of Japan, you see. That means nothing to me. No, why would it? Mr. Naruto, you determined to flaunt your Yumi badge. At least choose a Japanese person who might recognize it. That's rough. Can I show you this? Maybe later. Oh, I can show Inspector the Soge too. What is that? So what do I have to present then? Do I present the diary maybe? I don't know. Thing. What do you think about Funny Chicken Boy? What do you think I should present? Person in the chat. That's legit how you say your username. The pen is wrong. Obviously. So I just tried it. You mean the diary? This is the diary of my friend who passed away. His diary? Yes, and he wrote his last night before he died. Yeah, that's the diary. Something a little unusual, it reads. 1:23 a.m. I hear a faint whistling sound. And then a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m. Well, look, it looks to be some kind of speckled band is dangling from the ventilation grill. Speckled band? I don't understand. It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator mentions joins and alright, see ya. See ya, funny chicken boy. Ventilation mentions joins to the cabin, you see. It's up there on the wall. In other words, this cabin, the victim's cabin, are connected together. Oh. Yes. Has something occurred to you? Does speckled band the victim mention mean anything to you, or the wisdom exam perhaps? No. I don't know anything. Oh. Alright, well, that's it. I'm trying to imitate, and I'm trying to imitate a knocking noise. Excuse me, Mr. Roy Lott. Yes, what? Oh, she says. Captain would like to speak to you. You must come to the captain's quarters at once, please. Alright, I will come now. What? You must leave now. Oh no, no, it's fine. Don't mind us. Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roy Lott. Get out! The passenger said out. Or do you want me to throw you out? It's like we're gonna have to leave and investigation. It looks like we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later. What a pity. Yeah, this entire I heard, and so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Mrs. Cabin, she was chased out. As to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown. We were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passages outside. Oh yeah. The beard is obviously fake. To be continued. The beard is obviously fake. It's proven. Oh yeah, I want to see my progress. What kind of question is that? I'm gonna play a little longer though. So I've been only streaming for like an hour. We'll go up until 3 for me. So we'll stream for like 1 more hour. Popping my knuckles. Hold on. Oh shit! I wish we hadn't been thrown out like that. I wish we managed to find some clues as what the speckled band might be. They didn't manage to investigate at all, and I imagine that we won't be able to for a while longer. We'll never get past that the sailor guarding the door. He's gonna glaring at us. As if to say, don't even think about it. Oh, wait a minute. What is it? What happened to our great detective friend? Where did he go? Oh yes, he disappeared. When did you do that? He still slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring that my knees were secure back on my wrists. Okay, I don't think we can move anywhere else. This book on the top table is really huge. There's a pin with it too. Yes, I'm sure that's the ship's log. Shall we have a look through it? running so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been miraculously recorded. You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting. Anyway, look here. Last night's log is mostly blank. Which only means there's nothing to report. So we can't get in there yet. I guess, can we go back in the room? First class cabin number 1. Yes, that's our cabin. Not our cabin, it's his cabin. Sorry? Your accommodation is confined in the wardrobe inside the cabin. You know how to make a stowaway feel small, don't you? As small as the wardrobe I've been going home. Anyway, I wonder if the inspector managed to uncover any new clues. Yes, we should probably find him and ask. Yeah, we probably do. I don't know if I was supposed to investigate. I don't know. So in 15 minutes, we will end the stream. 15 minutes. Nobody's watching. So continue to look at the chat and see if we got anything new. Technically, I don't really have to look at my phone, but I think this one's more caught up. The phone is more caught up than this one. Move back to the cabin. It's not available. Yeah, I can't even go there. We'll go back to the cabin. Yep, 9th January. This is first class. Cabin number 1. Looks like they're still investigating here. Yes, on the subject. I wonder if the Inspector Hisoka isn't scattered. What do you mean, unscattered? Surely you haven't forgotten, have you? Like, you remember what he said about allowing in this cabin to investigate? He was going to talk with the captain about it. He said he'd lay his life on the line for you. Oh, yes. Sure is over he's a Zach. So does it say for himself? He might have some new information for us. You never know. Oh, there he is. I was wondering who's that. Oh goodness, that don't look good. Oh, you're back. Oh yeah, oh you're back. Inspector, what happened to you? Your face is... Please, don't worry about it. They're just scratches. Maybe a bear, made by a bear, maybe. When I was told the captain would give you permission, when I told the captain I gave him permission to investigate, he told me he pummeled me. He pummeled me with his fist and then lost me over and tossed me overboard. What? But the pummeling was over in a flash. He must have decided to throw me he must have decided against throwing me overboard. So it was nothing, really. Looks like he wasn't joking when he said he'd lay his life on the line if he had to. Oh, thank you for your efforts. Now we know a little about the neighboring cabin. Yes, oh, I understand. Oh. I went to a man claiming to be the great detective a while ago. I think his name was like Herlock Sholmes. I don't think he was German though. Ah, that explains it. Shall we compare the notes then? Shall we compare notes then? Can you tell us what you found? We found. Yes, let's do this. Alright, 1 second. Be right back. Returned. I've returned. What? She's in the next door. The cabin next door. Oh, do you know who she is? Please. What a self-respecting ballet fan wouldn't know about that graceful angel. I think I've said him there. Well, Matt Hills is in the neighboring cabinet is unrelated to the case at least. Oh, how? Because angels don't come. Because angels do not go around committing crimes today. Oops. Oh, I definitely upset him. Inspector, has your investigation provided fruitful? If I'm honest, there was very little I could do. Do is to make sure the scene isn't disturbed, really. I'm ready to be head over to the Hong Kong police. So I'm just keeping watch here, trying to take my eyes off the job. Oh, I see. There is one thing. I have a small piece of information for you. Oh, what? Yes, please do tell us, Inspector, please. No information. What's new information you have, Inspector? It's this. It's the cause of death, I'm assuming. No. Postmortem report. It's the cause of so what was the cause of death? Damage to his cruise. It's written in the report. His neck was broken? Oh, that sounds terrible. Yes, it would seem so. Therefore, there are no obviously wounds on the injured side of the body. So at first, I thought you were saying poison. But it turns out there were no trace of poison in his system at all. What weapon was used? What weapon was used? Nothing has been found yet. But in fact, there were signs of a wound. Because that may have been a blunt object, something that wouldn't leave a mark. Oh, I see. Strong enough to impact the neck that could reduce death. There's a possibility and no obvious wound will be left. Poor. I have a second copy of the report. If it might be useful, you're welcome to have it. Really? Are you sure? Yes, it's fine. I trust you. After all, if I didn't trust you, I never agreed to let you live in this cabinet in the first place, would I? Ah. Yep, that's the autopsy report. Cause of death was a broken neck. Oh, that sounds terrible, though. Oh, Mr. Sholmes was here, wasn't he?
Yes. He seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much as he crept about the floor investigating. But then he suddenly left. I suppose he left to become... I suppose he left to become...
Actually, now that you mention it, yes, just one thing. But he practically shouted it. It's shoe polish! Was what he said. Shoe polish? I wonder what he meant.
It was when he was over there. By the broken piece of glass, do you see?
Perhaps he's talking about the brick-coated mark, don't you think? Ah, yes, that must be it. It shows one of those shoe polish.
That leaves him be a cold. That leaves me cold, I'm afraid. I have no idea.
What is it? Well,
he's wearing leather shoes. Very tan too.
Dark tan? Some sort of dark brownish red then. Yes, a little like the color of red wine, but darker. I often repair them for him. Oh, does that mean the marks has left the polish of his shoes discovered the floor? Mark on the floor has been added a court record. Evidence record, really. That's really all I can tell you about this stage.
I return to my post. I feel a crewmate's eyes are boring in the back of my head. Yes, that might be for the best.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, Inspector, Look exhausted. Oh, no. Well, I feel terrible that I failed to protect Asogi-san. He was my responsibility. Of course, my pain is nothing compared to yours. Yours, friends. The truth is, it seems I have to have a heavy head ever since I woke up this morning. A heavy head? That's interesting. My head is still throbbing too. I think we already asked about everything here. Try talking to this dude again. You, where did you go? Oh, sorry, I was just went out to the next door cabin. Why? Who gave you permission for this? Well, Simon, how Soga did. No Japanese, was it? Later, I will roll him into and throw him the cold room. Oh no. He's gone back to guarding the door. Me too. He's gone on his way to help us, hasn't he? Get back to Japan. We'll have to take him out. Look how that'd be a very long time from now. What do I do? Not possible, yeah. I think I gotta look at this. On the floor. And they spelled Russian word for wardrobe. That seemed to be on the original print. You were sleeping in there. To be true, yeah, it should have been just spelled out my name, don't you think? Well, either way, one fact remains. It's hard to imagine that it would have written this last word or word in Russian. So that's the question who did write it. It's strange. This is, yes, it's a backward action. What do you mean, contraption? I read about it in the book when I was studying. They talked about the great life in prison. Large. Sorry, I'm just stretching. Large houses often have a bell that cord like this, which we can pull the bell to really serve servants. Really? That sounds almost magical. Shall we give it a little try? Yes. And the interest in obviously. Nothing. I suppose nobody comes for lowly Japanese people. No, I'm sure that everyone is busy, that's all. That's where you found the speckled band. See before he died. Yeah, something emerging from it. Speckled band. Describe it. I wonder what that was. Yes, I wonder if she's telling us everything though. I'm not sure. She don't know what anything of me, but I'm talking about that woman that didn't sit right with me. Okay, so we got everything. We got everything checked. Rules, those rules, the past should do. We don't know what her friend is. Yeah, it's everything. Yeah, it's everything here too. You. What did you? Oh, my bad. I already did that one. The passengers have. There is a shelf. They were all over the place when we first looked around, if you remember. Yes. Tied it all up, didn't you? You have to look after the ship's property. I don't know, the behavior in the cabin can lead to damage to property. But it wasn't me who knocked them over. So anyway, I feel much better now that they're neatly tied up. I can't relax when things aren't tidy. What's that? I'm investigating really. Oh, nothing. I guess we leave. I don't know what to do. Oh, he left. He left. He's gone. I think. Ah. Look. He's gone. Strong enough. No, the rest of the names are always impossible to remember. I agree. Trolla. Did you just hear that? It sounded like someone singing. I did the great detective way. Like Caroline, I know that lyric voice. Never mind that now. This is a golden opportunity for us. Yes, you're right. We must seize it. Look on that. Yeah. Definitely. Boy, that strange non-crewman comes back. Strong is strong knob, not stringy knot. Sad. We gotta go with sad. The art is really good in this game, though. Isn't back yet. Oh, where's she gone? Hey, what are you doing? Those are her private things. I mean, just make it as much as we can. Suppose you're right. For this sake. Not just for. What do you mean? It can't be long until we report in Hong Kong. I don't want you to be in those handcuffs when we get there. Really? We must solve this case. By ourselves if we have to. Yes, we will. Well, at least she trusts me now. That's good. So we're going to investigate everything that we can. Okay, she took her pet with her. That's interesting. So that's the ventilation. You're gonna say, yep. Connects. Yes. There's a other room. Ah, maybe. Gas leak in the other room. The occupation would not notice it anymore. Or the occupation of both cabins would die of the gas poisoning. That's a possibility. Anyway, last night, there was a speckled band coming out from the big. What's that? I wonder what this little saucer's doing here on the floor. Yes, it does look like it's been dropped. More like it's been put there deliberately. Do you think there could be a leak in the roof just above there? What, a leak? It's a ship. Is this ship quite safe?
I'm sure even if there's a little leak in the room, doesn't mean the whole ship's gonna sink. No, you're right. Of course you're right. She's really trying to recite herself, isn't she? Our book's messed up too. All the books been toppled over together. Look, every single one. He's toppled over. Toppled over there. It's the same size as the bookcase next door in his cabin. Perhaps Miss Cindy was practicing different probably pose against the book. I don't know. Would she really even practice ballet on the same night she ran away from her ballet company? Alright then. Must have been you. You lost your temper and knocked out them all over in a fit of rage. Not everything bad happens on the ship because of me, you know. Well, anyway, I'll send them all straight again. Oh, here, too. I don't like seeing things in disarray. Well, what else do we have? See here. Oh my! The case is open. It's fully inside. I'm going to get detective. Find your special friend there. Yes, a friend that she had to keep a secret. You're not allowed to bring animals on board. Oh, that says that. I wonder what kind of animals she had in there. More points. Where's it now? Probably took it with her. Gee. Let it seem that the teapot is empty. So natural conclusion the Russians are very thirsty people. What? Or because Miss was came to the cabin last night, so she hasn't had a chance to make any tea yet? I mean, it could be either. Definitely it's either they're exclusively thirsty. I lay 1,001 on it. You're rather obstinate, are you? What's that? So every cabin has a piece with his paper basket. We're looking to see what's thrown away. There's someone's rubbish, you know. Ugh, those eyes. This looking at me like I'm a piece of rubbish now. However, there's a special circumstances, I think. Exactly. We have no choice. There's hardly anything in there at all. Oh, well, this one. Checking near her desk. A few books on the desk. Nothing else, just by the looks of it. Well, last night she's hardly occupied the bed at all. That's true. That's true. I'm just switching out my voices. What kind of books she likes to read. Let me see. Yes, I see. Let's see what she enjoys reading. Books written in Russian. Oh my goodness, thanks. I probably already knew that. Who to ask people? Who to ask people? How do you remind me? So, what else can we investigate? I didn't mean to do that. The cabin door is the same. Yep. Both of these are across. There's no way anyone can enter the cabin from the outside. It's probably heavy. What is it? But still, it probably won't set across the corner, will it? No, the door's made of metal, so there's no chance of trickery using magnets to unbolt it from the inside, inside. And it seals up perfectly too to stop any seawater from coming in. Couldn't use the method you told me the passengers got me. Hey, bye. Trigger open doors. I'm starting to see why they suspect me. I don't know what else to investigate. What else do I investigate? I'm gonna go over here. Her bed. Closet. Probably something closet. Are you in there? Sorry. I'm right here, yes. Why? Good. I thought you might have to come in the wardrobe when I wasn't looking. There's no place like home. Believe me, I have a strange compulsion to jump inside every wardrobe I see, you know. He's not the wardrobe kid. Anyway, I'm not sure anyone would fit inside this one. I was rather hoping we find something a friend here, but no such luck. So Roll is his last name. Ah, yes, look. Hey, Roll's passage. Us, there's what's not good. Your weapons, dangerous substances in our cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Special friend, I mean. Probably having fun explaining the ship, I imagine. Seaman. Strong folk doesn't find them overboard. Oh yes, so do I. Yes, it's paracord. I can't resist. She barely hesitated there. He had a good tug, too. No, I didn't actually expect anyone to come. We don't want them to. We're trying to investigate and treat. It's secret. I wasn't trying to do that. What else did I do? Found nothing. Am I supposed to be looking for someone specifically? I didn't find nothing. What else did we not investigate? At the bell. That. I think we got everything. I don't know where else to investigate. Did I say anything else about him? Yeah, I can hear the faint whistling sound. Looks like there's some sort of speckled band that is dangling from the ventilation grill. Handwriting on this page. It's almost impossible to believe that he's gone. Make sure of it. Solve this mystery. We will. Can we say anything more to this dude? No. We cannot say any more to this dude. Be right back. I'm back. Sorry. And you already read all that last stream. I don't know where else to investigate though.
A trap for catching mice. Yes, we play those back in home Japan. Although, seem to be using a lot of chalk or something as bait. Let me see. Yes, I think this was called cheese. It's made from the milk of cows. Cheese? Wonder what that tastes like. You can't eat it. The trap will snap and you don't think this. Really? But I suppose you're right. You weren't actually going to try it, were you? I thought all I've eaten past for a couple of weeks is his leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that winter, Joe. Poor you. I'll find a little snack for you later. We already looked at that. I don't know what else to look at. Oh, there he is. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, look. You know when he's going, he turned up next to you. Let's look at something. Himself. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. I did the great detective way. He's still singing. You think he hasn't noticed this? Or he's simply extreme in high spirits? Those times when I'm sure you knew in the yard bit off more than it could chew. And through it all and all, there was doubt. It's lucky her luck was about. Excuse me. I solved it all. I stood tall. I did in a great detective way. Mr. Sholmes. Ah! What is it? Do you want to fight him? Honestly, interrupting a fellow when he's singing. I was just about to finish the climactic finish. I can't take him seriously. What is he doing? Sorry, I thought you were not gonna stop. I figured now is a good time to say anything. Nearly dropped you to the floor with one of my famous right hooks. Right, I get the picture. Now, could you put the fists away? Mr. Sholmes, you seem to be examining something before we interrupt you. Ah, yes, that. I was excuse me, what's my stream behind? I was immersed in study of the ship's log, as pitted by the stokily built crewman who's usually on guard here. Oh yes, the ship's log. What did you find out about it? And did you find anything useful from it? Well, after 2 p.m. this morning, the majority of entries are blank. Which means there was nothing to report. Bro, you missed a whole bunch. You missed 2 hours of this stream. You missed 2 hours of this stream. 2 hours of this stream. That's how much you missed. You missed 2 hours. You missed 2 hours of this stream, my friend. I've been voicing this entire time. Which means there's nothing to report of note that happened. So, you truly are a student from You are truly a student from the land of the rising sun. You've been utterly blinded by it. Ah ha ha ha. Sorry? Your logic, my boy, is inverted. Whatever do you mean? Whatever do you mean, Sholmes? So the other pages, and it all shall be clear. What has seen the same crewman oft stands sentry and swiftly the first class passageway. He's almost a religious pastor, recording nothing to report every half hour. It's totally fine. You can rewatch the stream. The stream's still gonna be up after when I'm done with it. You can watch the beginnings. When the stream's over. Sister's loud. Oh yeah, he reminds them every 30 minutes. Nothing to report. Yeah, you can just rewatch it when the stream's over, of course. Precisely. Put it simply. Seaman writes nothing to report when there's just that. And yet, the ship's log from last night is largely blank. It didn't write nothing to report. Do you mean? Yeah, it's totally fine. Yes. Under excuse me. There were circumstances afoot last night which led to the seaman being absent from his post. What kind of circumstances? What happened? That remains a mystery for now, but we can be sure something significant took place. So significant that it caused the seaman to forget his regular habit of scribbling nothing to report in this long. Yeah, I probably got the wrong voice for. It's hard catching up who's talking, who's not. There are important details I shouldn't take my life on. You must log the ship's log with your mental file. Ship's log has been added to enter into the court record. Now that deduction was worthy of a great detective. Now, you're starting to understand my way, as I see what you call the Sholmes brilliance. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh, ouch. What is it? Are you hurt? Oh, don't worry yourself. I've seen him with a floating head this morning. Oh, everyone got a headache. For some reason, nothing more. Well, my friends, until our next encounter. He's still singing to himself. I can hear as he wanders off down the passageway. Something wrong? You seem lost in your thoughts. It's just... Well, I feel the same... Sorry? Ever since I woke up this morning, I've had something of a headache. Sort of. Continuous throbbing? Oh, you too? We are going to see. We could probably go into her cabin. Ding 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 ding. What is that? Shut down the engine. Shut down the engines immediately. Vessel sighted a quarter. Shut the engine. No. Sorry. Shut down the engines immediately. Vessel sighted quarter mile 4. Full stop. Hard starboard. All hands. Brace for impact. What the? All I did was just put my hand on my mouth for that sound effect. I think we're about to crash into another ship. What? I can't stand. Hold on to me. Whoa! Are you alright? Are you injured at all? I think I'm fine. Thank you. Oh goodness. Looks like we had avoided the collision. I think. Yes, the ship has come to a stop. Oh my goodness. What about you? Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. Hello, is anyone in there? Shout if you need assistance. Well, it sounds like... I don't know who that was. Inspector... Oh, it's the inspector dude. Are you... Is that you in there? No, son. Unbolt the door, quickly! What? The bolt? Look at that! Door's bolted. Did you do that? No, I didn't touch it. Oh, that's strange. How did... And look at all the books. That's what happened. We turned. They're all just like they were before again. Are you going to open the door and let the inspector in? I better tidy up this place first. Finally, emergency stops has been solved by one mystery at least. A very vivid way. I knew that the way to the other side of the cabin door would not be pleasant. I heard around and tidying up the place in the cabin. Since it was forbidding my heart. I also made like a clip of, if you saw my YouTube channel, I made a clip of the short little clip of me falling. My seat broken. Yeah, it's like a 32 second video of just me showing the moment my seat broke. It's on my... I edited it. To be continued. Another to be continued. Oh yeah, I'm gonna save my progress. Of course I'm gonna save my progress. Okay, you can go check it out real quick. I might still be streaming. We'll have to see. I'm trying to decide if I should continue or not. I might stream a little longer. Somehow, the door to the cabin where we ended up being bolted and emergency stopped. Usually slid back this bolt. Yo, what are you doing in Miss her quarters? You both look unhurt. Good. Yes, we're fine, thank you. What on earth happened? We were just talking about we're going to collide with another ship.
Yes, it appears that we have a false report, though.
Oh, how did that happen? There's a dense fog outside. It's going to...
There's a dense fog outside. It's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought he saw a ship ahead. This person obviously triggered the alarm. That's why we had emergency stop.
Everything is chaos. Passengers were screaming, running everywhere.
It's the first class area. This is the only quiet part of the ship at the moment.
Yeah, he got beaten up by the captain. The captain beat him up. The captain did that to him.
Oh, I see. Someone triggered the alarm?
Does that mean that someone pressed that button outside?
You wicked intruder, dressed in all black. You are the devil. Sorry, me?
I've been called a lot of things before, but devil is the first. You opened my traveling case. How could you? What? No, we didn't touch it.
That's right. It's already open when we came into your cabin. Inspector?
Yes.
Arrest this man. I know he did it. He's a criminal. Is it not enough that he killed this man?
It's so and stole as well. It's Vixen promised not to steal chicken. Do you believe?
Ugh. Take him away. He's trespasser as well as everything else.
Doorway trespassing, killing. She's right, you are devil.
Doesn't look good, does it?
There's a cell below deck. Throw him in. Tomorrow we dock at Hong Kong. They will give you straight to police.
Wait, a cell? Please, Inspector, is there nothing you can do?
It's a Russian vessel.
I really have no jurisdiction here.
After my last evidence of nature, I'm out of options.
This is terrible. It's a real crisis. I have to find a solution. Immediately.
Oh, can't move out of here. I was curious.
Oh my goodness, why am I sibling so loud?
Oh, there he is.
What the? What are you doing up there?
Mr. Sholmes?
Naturally, I was analyzing the weight of a 20,000 rupees. Feels like on one hand. Feels like on one hand.
Yes.
Have I not told you, as a detective, it was my business to know what other people do not?
This is mere tomfoolery, my boy. Oh, no, no, no.
Well, why are you hanging from that hook then? Isn't it obvious?
Isn't it obvious?
The properly assisted the weight of 20,000 rubles, naturally. I wish to determine I wish to determine if it was if it would bend the concern looking hook on the wall, so full of brag and bounce. I never know whether or not to take this man seriously or not.
Nah, you again, the great detective.
Inspector, I confess, I've been looking for you. I have something to report to you, most urgently.
Well, you might try looking for someone.
Well, you might try looking for me somewhere other than a hook on the wall next time.
What is the report? Speak. As you reported from the head detective can mean but one thing. Yes.
The case of the man accused murder that took place last night here on the vessel, steamship Boo, has been solved by me, naturally.
What?
Really? Yes, I have limited all the possibilities. No other explanation exists. So, allow me to illuminate all your minds. For I am about to reveal that my great detectives greatly admire the great deduction to this case. Ha! You think you solve it? Even the hedgehog understands this case. We all know who's responsible for killing student boy. This morning, we found him, criminal in wardrobe.
It's this story. And he has handcuffs to prove it. I didn't do it. The trouble is
that doesn't appear to be anyone who could kill the victim. Besides, everyone knows the cabin door was bolted shut from the inside. The culprit must have been someone who was inside the cabin. Yes, it's what's called a locked room mystery in detective stories.
Locked room. That is point.
The room was locked. You can deny that. There's no way the bolt could have been drawn exit from the inside to the outside. You're all quite mistaken.
The cabin next door is not the so-called locked room after all. What?
Oh yes, there's another interest. An interest used last night by the culprit in gaining access to the cabin, despite the bolted door.
What other interest? You've never discovered one. What gaps?
Well, gaps open mouthed.
Why? Gaps open mouthed at you
as we speak. But ventilation, man.
The ventilator? You think this is funny? I can't even put my arm through that hole.
That's because your arm is just thick as tree trunks.
You are suggesting
that the culprit entered and left through the victim's cabin through a tiny opening.
That is not possible. Ah, yes, but it is. And last night, the victim witnessed
the intruder
in the act of passing with the ventilator.
Mr. Sholmes, do you mean? Are you referring to the words that
wrote in his diary?
I can hear a faint whistling sound. Well, there's some kind of speckled bands. I can hear them from the ventilation.
Real. Precisely, my dear madam. What does that mean? What is this speckled band?
The answer to that particular conundrum
is this very cabin. Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing? There's a element of danger, but fear not, I am ready. When I'm not exposed to you all, must shock all you to alter your course. Behold. Yuck! Oh, what the? It's a snake, y'all. I bet that's her pet. Allow me to introduce you to all to the band, the speckled band. A snake? Indubitably. Everyone's silent. Mr. Sholmes, just one thing. Pray, what troubles you? Oh, that snake isn't really speckled, is it? Looks more stripy, wouldn't you say? Hmm?
Yes, you're right. I think in this case you would call it the Stripes Band, wouldn't you?
You both see and observe with the distinction, however. Do you not think that's precisely the trap in which the culprit wishes you to fall?
Oh my goodness, really? It's a trap?
How exactly?
I think perhaps it is time to explain the intricacies of my train of thought.
Are you ready, Miss?
I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. He thinks there's nothing to do with me. The whole thing has nothing to do with me.
There are two conclusions I have drawn from these facts. Number one, last night your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin.
And number two,
the same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life.
No.
Turn the wires of both rice again. Someone must be right. Hit a nail in the head. This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asogi.
Looks like he can't speak with that sniper coming around his head.
I would advise little movement as possible, Seaman. You wouldn't want to think of that leaving a long friend in your neck. So everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reason spectacular. The Great Deduction. The game is afoot. Intruder's identity. Miss, moments ago you claimed that following.
He said there's nothing to do with me. The whole thing has nothing to do with me.
If you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall this whole defense, your aching heart smarts you with the pain. And it was the very pain that evidenced your extremely linked to the victim's death. So, we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole the victim's cabin? That purpose of its night.
Well, naturally,
It was the friend. Wait, no. Well, naturally, it was the friend of which yours boarded the vessel, was it not? Ah, as I expected. Another telltale glance. Without doubt, your friend is Redden Serpent. What was it? Is the Redden Serpent we see before us?
Yeah, that leads to the quarantine.
Victim's reading of the victim's written observance on the night in question, a tail of speckled band, which was regrettably this speckled specimens do not fit the description in any way. What explanation can we give, pray? What is the side that fell upon the victim's eyes that night? No, don't look at me. It has nothing to do. This has nothing to do with any of these. Oh, but it does. You have to answer the quarantary, even behind your back. Yes, this is what you're trying, but failing to conceal the snake's slugged skin, slouched skin. After all, even definitely after the subtitle of crime, this deadly friend of yours shed its original skin, no. I don't know what you're talking about. Last night, through the ventilation, it's supposed to be visible through the cabin, and you left your speckled friend slither through the next door. Using the bell cord on the other side of the breach, it silently signaling to the victim's quarters. In dim light, it appeared that the young gentleman who was about to lose his life as a speckled bear. In summary, the nature of this your friend of yours had him train the crime scene. It's rather very bear snake was munching, changing its slungs at his skin. The snake so dreadful you can only imagine the deepest depths of India. Oh my goodness, that is a huge. There's another one. How Mr. Sogi died. That was a long one. Moving on, we can come to the heart of the matter. The grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life, and why? According to the data, we appear that a visible signs of injury. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death is explained by a terrible video. No! Even I know that's not right. I think I know what killed him. Hit the snake. The snake tightened around his neck. Now, if we take it into fact, we can reasonably imagine that there was no poison found in his body. No venom, nothing. I remember saying that. We can also imagine that there's close evidence. Oh no, what could there be? Yes, it's his body. Bruh. We're quiet. Those things will tell the truth. It's the what he wrote. This doesn't make any sense. There's no point for Miss Pulver. After all the evidence, you had everything, didn't you? Now your only glance betrays a hiding place you choose. That's right. You had the evidence links you in traveling case. No. We first met at this cabin. We came to my attention. Your case moved very quickly. Your sub and assistant restless was restless inside, no doubt. You don't. You don't. I think it's a constrictor. I don't think it's poisonous. I think he's on the right track, but he's got some things wrong. No, you don't. It's telling us the victim no whistling blow. That was your signal, was it not? It's time you used to change your signal then. To train? Indeed, you put the serpent through the ventilation and waited. After a period, you summoned it back with a whistle. You couldn't have known that. You couldn't have. Now you got it all wrong. The whistle happened first, and then the speckled thing was spotted. If it appeared, dispatched, you wouldn't release the snake once more. This is not a snake, so such strange. See why? So here's the thing. Here's why I think it's a constructor. Look at the way it's wrapped around this dude's head. I don't think normal snakes do that. It's not true.
I'm so with the ventilation. Done by for the very
thing at once. It's fitting what it caused to the victim's vein and ending his existence forever. That is the true nature of the speckled band that took place the young man's life. For your young man's life. There's no doubt. My logic is infallible. Okay. That's wrong. He died to a broken neck. I'll be right back. I won't be long. The great Herlock Shrooms has returned. Returns from his business. Come on, bro. Miss has trained her pet snake as a killing machine. It's only there are on the floor. You source for milk. For incredible. You solved the mystery. Amazing. Amazing. Great deduction. It has such a household name. My dear man, it was nothing remarkable. As the Russians say, I could have done it with one. I could have done it with one left hand. Could I venture an opinion, Mr. Jones? But of course, what's on your mind? It's just, I heard your deductions before. Some things don't quite make sense to me. I welcome the question. I welcome questions to my method. And will answer them loudly and proudly. Excuse me for one second, I blocked. Oh, well, good. First of all, thanks are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile family. You are well informed, madam. And reptiles, don't drink milk. Ah. It's one of the mammals who like to drink milk, you see. So, I'm not sure if it would be possible to train a snake using milk as a reward. No matter. No doubt, Mr. Use some other trick that court about pet doing building. Milk was merely an example. The logic folds. Now, there is something else. Snakes have no ears. Aha. Yes, I'm not sure it'd be really possible to sing a snake by whistling. But madam, what details the eyebrow? I have not heard of snakes that dance to the sounds of a flute. I think perhaps the performers play music in time with the snake's natural movements. Oh, I see. No hands, no face, no ears. These creatures are so impotent as practically useless. Don't take out on those snakes, Mr. Sholmes. There is one other thing. You have more? Snakes usually scales under and stuff. So, I'm not really sure the snake could imagine a climate flat belt like that. Then you should try harder. Please, don't be angry with me, Mr. Sholmes. The point is, even if the snake had gotten through the ventilations in the cabin, you want to come back without help. What I'm trying to say is there's some number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine a snake could have done part in this. Come on, I think we need to step in and help again, mister.
Oh, no, you don't mean. Yes, we need to modify last deductions.
Turn them to a great one. They ought to be. I had a feeling that was coming. Alright, let's give it a try. That's what I was waiting for. Mr. Yes, right. So, cast your eyes down at your wrists again. What? You done it again. Handcuffs are gone. Where did they go? Fear not. I shall
see the whistle after our work is done. I really wish you'd leave them off.
Now, everyone, let us begin. Herlock shows proud to present Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. Correction. Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. Misfit. Yeah, I don't have to read all this again. Yes, when you recall. She does have pain expression on her face. Yes, that's true. She looks like the cause of death was weighing on heavy on her mind. You're not sure Mrs. Jones read it quite correctly. Could we sling unawares and true her expression then? Take a moment. Really look closely at. Oh, she's got a pet cat. I'm gonna bet you that's what she's got. Oh, Nana-san, look! There's a very painful wound. There's some kind of small animal. And fairly recent, too. Well, what if the scratcher doesn't appear to be around her? She's got a cat. I'm gonna bet you. Yes! Claw scratch. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, those claw scratches smart the pain. Indeed, a simple observation reveals that the wound is fresh. You in fact received that scratch some time last night. When I was we're doing the deduction thing, but we're correcting him, Mr. Sholmes' story. When I was thinking about the young man who died at the door last night, I felt so sad. When I'm sad, the pain from the wound is worse. And it was that very pain that evidenced your undisturbed linked to the victim's death. So I might ask, what was the nature of this intruder to the victim's cabin? Well, naturally, it was your friend who aboard the vessel, was it not? As I expected, another tell glance. It's not the snake. Snakes don't have claws. Seems likely the scratch mark on the back of her hand was made by this friend of hers, doesn't it? Except, snakes don't have claws, do they? No, they don't. They don't even have hands or feet which claws might grow. Well then, if that the snake isn't here a pet, then what is? What's the true identity of her friends of hers? Where should follow her gaze? That'll be the answer. It is a cat. I'm going to assure you it is a cat. It's a cat. See what I say. I'm trying to drag over there. I see it. I see the picture. It's a cat. I love cats. I'm a cat person. Look at the photograph of this frame. It's maybe some kind of mistake when she ran away. It's a little kitty. She's especially beautiful, isn't she? Yes. Well, that's true, but personally, it's the little black creature she's holding and that caught her eye. Oh my goodness. I can't believe snakes hide their claws. Shake my head. I love cats, so they're adorable. Take a look at this. It's a little kitty. It's a kitty. It's a little kitty. Look at the little cat. It's cuddling here. Oh, what a cute little kitten. You could value, would it not? The blackest side of it. Black kitty. Yeah. Look at this picture, at least. I'm very attached to it. It's the kitty. Yes! Look, kitten. Without a doubt, your friend is the little kitten we see before us. Yes, the scratch on the back of your hand makes that abundantly clear. Oh no. I love cats, they're so cute. Whereabouts of this
Black cat isn't clear, but what is clear?
is that you brought the animal with you when you ran away, didn't you? Dog! Dark is my best friend. I couldn't leave her here behind. Darker would appear to be a Russian blue. And yet, the fact that it still is us inquiry. The victim's written. Yeah, speckled pen.
Really? The specimen's market does not fit that description in any way.
Explain. You can give pray. What was the size of the victim's eyes last night? No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with me. Oh, but it does. But that's what it is not. Yeah, that is true. So I don't know what else could have been. You see that? She just took something out of her pocket and hid it behind her back. If she just left it in her pocket, no one else would have known. I suppose it didn't. So clear, forcing to reveal something. Especially, or maybe making them believe that it was a boy too. Anyway. So it's probably still behind, in which case, just what is hiding behind her back? It is not. I don't know what that is. It is a, hold up, what is that? What is that? No, it's not that. Well, it looks like it's things. What is it? It seems to be soft and fluffy, like a long piece of cloth of sort. Let's say, I think maybe a cat's toy. Oh, it's a cat toy. It's not a dead skin. I think I love that toy. It's a cat toy. Like it's one of those cat toys you play with the cat. It's adorable. It's a cat toy. That's what it is. Of course, you're trying to hide a cat. You're gonna hide that. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. It's not a it's a little cat toy. It can only be a cat's toy. Yes, the thing you're trying but failing to conceal is a cat's toy. Precisely. And the true nature of the new and famous speckled band. It was a toy that you taken through the ventilation. You waved it around, I presume. Naturally, the victim would not fail to notice it. But why? For what reason? My dear boy, there can only be one answer to that. After I finish, attempted to use the spectator to the time. Ah. Some reason it was his friend was the crime. Truly, something. She must be caged and found once. You will forgive. Photograph your pet. Photograph. So this was after I gave her food last night. That's when it happened. She scratched the back of my hand and then ran up to the bell cord. Before I could do anything, she had disappeared to the ventilator. Yeah, that is such a cute cat. Darka, she is so naughty. A beloved kitten. Oh. This is why victims snake spot. Moving on, we can continue the heart of the matter. The grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life, and why? According to the data of which I've memorized, it appears the victim has some signs of injury. Ah. In fact, this is the victim's death. It was explained by a terrible victim. That's wrong. It's true. The signs of wound you were. That's right. This is something unaware of one very important detail. It wasn't poisoned. Sis, it seems so. Let's give him the information he's missing now. It is the autopsy report. Or the postmodern report. What time? In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by the autopsy report. Ah, yes, I knew it was one of the other. His neck was. Indeed, the breaking of this vertical is fatal. Only the Goliath would be strong enough to survive that. Isn't some kind of mortal freak, you know? The jury is out, anyway. You have good authority on the victim's neck was broken. Now, if we take into the fact. We can reasonably imagine that it only wouldn't is. I don't know. Could there be? Yes, the examination of the deceased's body would prove that. I don't know, that's not it. He died because his neck was broken. In other words, he was probably struck by something or someone. Yeah, there's no weapon to be found though. Assuming Dr. Snap the key up and get the fatal blow. A terrible mix of fortune broke his neck completely by accident. Oh yes, a bad fall could explain that. It's rather hard to believe. He's a clumsy man. Well, we need to fix his addiction somehow. Do you think we can find something that could explain what happened? Maybe it's this, the mark on the floor. Oh, a bell. There's a bell. We never knew where the bell came from. Yes! Yes, an examination of the mark on the floor proves that the death was conclusively at the bottom. It's supposed to be nail polish. Shoe polish? Indeed. Positively in construction-wise, matter of course. Beeswax, tallow, and dye were my results. Undeniable ingredients in shoe polish. And the color of the shoe polish can be the of Sookie's leather shoes. Look at this mark. It is not hard to imagine what happened. For some reason, Sookie was in conflict and tripped. Please, no. And by the dreadful turn of misfortune, caught his neck on some immovable object as he fell to the floor. Suffering a fatal blow from the spine, the victim's vertebrae shattered. In an instant, he lost his life. No! I don't know anything about this. Is that really true, miss? What about the evidence left at the crime scene? Mr. Sookie left his life. Yes, the facts are clear as the day is to me. All he did was to improve the evidence. But now you're all it's not it. That's right, you did everything in the Troutman case. Not it. I don't believe it. Just over and now he's no more? That can't be true. I refuse to accept it. I know it's hard to believe, but the marks on the floor does not seem to suggest what happened. But if it apart, his deduction is right. I'm trying to hide some evidence that can prove it. You're in this cabin, somewhere in the direction that she just cast your eyes. Wait, I wonder. Let's have a good look around. Measure must be here somewhere.
What could it be? Oh wait. Let's see. We started out had this kind of last night. Assuming there's not much rubbish in there yet. Bell. The rest of the bell is broken in there. Yes, it is. I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. It's familiar. Perhaps there's more in your mind. It's still playing tricks on you. Waste paper basket. Waste paper basket. That's right. You hear the evidence that leaks here in the waste paper basket. Here we have a fragment of some kind. One that is familiar. In fact. Precisely, we never found that piece of broken glass on the floor in my suitcase. Cabin. As you can see, the two pieces fit together perfectly. Oh no. So, Miss Polar, shall we consider this what this is? Why would it be a part of the glass object? Seriously, that's in your cabin. You're well acquainted with glass bell, are you not? I don't know. Is it a host accent of yours? Won't save you from this, dear girl. Why? Because we have exclusive this is the question. What? Take it away, Mister. Yes. That would be the picture. The cat wears the bell, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure in the picture. Yes. Yep. If you look at the photograph, you can clearly see. Hang from Darka's collar. The very glass bell in question. The truth is caught up with you, Mr. Povila. Young man who's lost his life last night, searching truly unsuspicious fall. And the cause of the cat is adorable. That caused the fateful stumble. Your absent feline friend, Darka. I couldn't tell anyone. I'm sorry. Death by tripping over a cat. Oh, that's like. So he wasn't even murdered, but all accident. That's actually sad. Why don't you tell us now? Tell us exactly what happened last night. It was a little after 1 in the morning. It was so late, but I hadn't had time to feed Darka, so I gave her some food. And then, all of a sudden, she scratched me and jumped out of my hands. People do say cats couldn't. Imagine dying to a cat. People do say cats are very anxious and nervous when they're in environments. She was so fast. She disappeared through the ventilator before I could stop her. That's how you acquainted a rather nasty wound in the back of your hand, I take it? Yes. And I had to read the rules in the wall. I knew Darka wasn't allowed with me. Yes.
Modern science suggests that animals can carry infectious disease and protect. And it's percussion, really. Damn, we've been streaming for 3 hours. So I listen and listen, trying to get here if I can hear some noise in the next cabin. It was very quiet. I'm very sure someone was in there. He's been sleeping. It's so crazy though. He died to a cat though. So the point is, you thought, you should have tried to lure the kidney back in. By dangling the end of the toy through the ventilator and conjoined cabin. Doug always loved this toy, but it didn't work. Nothing worked. I tried using her favorite toy. I tried whistling to her softly, but nothing. She did nothing. She did her turn. Faint whistling was sounded like. Yep, she pet. Cats. How precisely remained hidden in shadows were frightened. So there's nothing else I could do. I just had to wait until she calmed down. But then that I nearly passed out when I was shocked. When I heard the crow cry, I had oh, it was such a dreadful thing. And afterwards, nothing. It was totally silent. The prints of the bucket for the appearance of the brown mark on the floor. It would seem likely you heard the victim was slapping the glass bell and tripping up. Vaughn's listened, but she couldn't finish the roll. The combination of factors could easily cause them to fall over. But what came to the kid afterwards? I managed to get her to come back through the ventilator. Yeah, Darker's nowhere Darker's nowhere to be seen. I must have forgotten to lock my keys. And now she's disappeared again. Gracious. That cat is insufferable, as restless as I am. Well, he knows something about himself at least. When I woke up this morning, I heard a young man in the cab next to mine had died. I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone what had happened. I was too scared. Scared that they'd send me back. Oh, hold on a minute. What about the snake? You're right. Where is it? I think it's your friend. Then whose is it? And where did it come from? What on earth is a dangerous creature doing this on board the ship? Oh, did I say? Think is my friend. His name is Fire Zinkful. What? What? That snake belongs to you? He escaped from the cage when the emergency alarm sounded. I was looking for him. I was not expecting to find him here. Just how did the snake get into the cabin? But animals are permitted on board. Ha! We were at sea for 1 year. Want to be without close friend, without someone who understands? Could you find someone a little more human who understands you better? But dear, my dear, I think it's funny that he got a pet snake. My dear burly fellow, A gargantuous venomous snake. Surely you appreciate the danger you're putting everyone in. No victim. I just don't have victim. He is harmless, very long but very gentle. He is adorable, like Granny. It's venomous? Yes, now he's hungry. So he in bad mood. But once I feed him, you will see a big smile. And you will feed him. And you feed him what? Milk, I suppose? Ha! like they milk chickens? Ridiculous. Like drink milk. I drink milk is only in stupid story. Eats mouses. Big, fat, round mouses. So. Is that the mouse trap with the password you sent out for? Of course. How else could I catch my friends stealing food? I don't think it's top of the food chain, like looking at their eyes right before now. If it refuses to drink milk, can you feel a whistle? You can't climb on the bell cord, and it's not even venomous. How the deuce did selling it so it landed on the standing row? It's not my fault. I did not make up stories. It's nothing to do with this incident. So that's what happened. That's the truth behind my best friend's tragic death. He just stripped on a cat. He wasn't even murdered. It's kind of sad still, though. It's still sad. Miss, I understand the difficult situation you find yourself in, and I do sympathize. But please remember this. A young man lost his life. If you're going to attempt to cover your guilt with lies, then I cannot forgive you. What are you talking about? What lies? Just confess to everything. It was just a series of unfortunate events. An accident. I know a great detective like Mr. Sholmes. I don't have a gift to knowing the truth. That was not the truth. Don't you agree, Mr.? To be perfectly honest, yes. There's a dish here. I'm sure of it. I just can't put my finger on it. It's the writing, isn't it? I confess. I was intending to can't do it. I was having an issue with the smile. Oh. I'm the one person. I am one present here for a very specific reason. The truth is, you, Mr. are simply a distraction. A distraction? I do hope. You've not been finding your shackles too uncomfortable. Ah, not again. When did he do that? Especially when you're under the risk of my intervention. I really hope we can resolve the matters before the next port call. You were Mr. Sholmes? Yes, but I overlooked one important detail. The deceased young man was a very close companion of yours. Was he not? Yes. My closest friend. I owed him my freedom even. In that case, we must follow its conclusion.
No further distractions. You must uncover the real truth here, Mr. Yes, when it may be.
Key to this description in this story, I'm sure. If I can chase down, maybe the truth will become clear. Truth about how you really died. the scene of the cabin really came to be. How long is this? Alright, I'll see what I can do. Excellent. Thank you. So then, shall we begin? Yes. What would she ponder on first? It's the victim who lost his life. It's the victim who lost his life. Was mortally shot inside. From the inside. Was truly the unfortunate accident? Or was it no accident at all? That's what we must establish in the first instance. We're sorry to say that. But we already established it, haven't we? One tripped over the kidney. The events of the tragic, yes. But it was still an accident. Wait, let's just take a step back. Doesn't make sense if it really happened, does it? I won't have to ask you to spell it out for me, I'm afraid. Yes, it's starting to make shape now. There's a clear contradiction between his facts and Miss Bill's story here. The evidence is right here in his undeniable. Death couldn't possibly be a mere accident. Really? Let's just show our hand. Trying to present the evidence. The evidence that proves that the victim's death was no mere accident. It was the writing. Had to be the writing.
Yes.
The truth is clearly recorded in this photographic print. Nobody can lift this message on the floor. The script is Russian, is it not? Indeed it is. What is written is wardrobe. I see what you mean. Most people would leave a dying message in the native language. Japanese is the case. But maybe he was studying Russian. It's a simple language. He could have picked it up very fast. Doesn't seem likely. That's actually not the point. It makes no difference whether you know Russian or not. Sorry? What do you mean? It's like what I said before. There's no way that messenger could leave the message on the floor and realize why. It's clear to explain here. Damage to the vertebral vertebrae resulted in death. Instant death. Ah! Which means after the victim fell on the floor, he couldn't have possibly written anything. Because he was already dead. There's no other reason there, is there? There's something else we found in Mr. Sogi's cabin. Arraignments of something that couldn't possibly have been there if what? 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 What is it? Another piece of evidence that proves that there was no accident, in other words. I'm gonna save this, huh? I know, save. What is the contract? What is the evidence? Maybe this.
Yes.
What are you trying to make with that evidence? No, it's not. Let me try again. I'm sorry. It's fine. I'm just trying to figure out the answer. I don't know. I'm clueless. Why haven't we presented yet? Maybe this.
Yes.
What are you trying to make with that evidence? I don't have to present everything. Maybe the I want to try this. Try my best. I have no idea. I'm stumped on this. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'll just do that because I have no idea. Oh. Yeah. Wait, you have a point. Maybe the second ban. We'll try that. 100% of the diary yet. Nope. No, that wasn't it. Diary wasn't it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. It's. Try this. Is it maybe a person? I didn't look at the people. Maybe it's a person. No, I can't go to parse the people. Never mind. Maybe it's the shoe mark. Try the shoe mark. It's a shoe mark. This piece of broken glass next to the mark on the floor. But that's a glass bill that you can't run his neck. We already know that. We got it. I had to just try it. I hadn't printed it. Have fun. Chicken fix of the cabin fell. I don't know what's the flaw in that logic. Fortunately, there's a very big flaw. A fatal flaw. Huh? That's what really happened. It's fine. Then how did that one half of the bell end up back in the cabin? Ah. Yes, I remember when we found the other half of the glass. The bell wasn't in the end. Was in. Would you care to explain that, Miss? Oh no. A piece of evidence clearly pointing to the same conclusion. Cabin. There was someone else in the room. That same person deliberately arranged to seem to disguise the truth. It was her. Her own guilt. Yes, there's something else. You're wasting time. Someone else was there. Da, of course. We know this. What are you talking about? Bulkhead was with his shut from the inside. There was no way or out. Oh, yes. The emergency alarm was pulled. It was you. It's true. I was in the cabin when it happened. You were shut inside the cabin wardroom to prevent size and about the details. I don't know Russian. There's no way I could leave that message. No, not would have, but there's no way you could have leave the message precisely the details. Would you mind? Would you mind? Ah ha 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 ha! Forgive me, my dear fellow. As I was trying to say, as I was saying, the person in question wrote the wardrobe in the Russian floor. Yeah, I do think it was still an accident, but I think that the Russian girl was trying. Yeah, I do believe it was still an accident, but I think the Russian girl was trying to hide the truth. I think that's what they're saying. Incriminate for the crime, even though I've been sleeping there the entire time. And then, the same person that picked up the broken glass and then falling the critical atmosphere. I really died. Why would I put some taking all the pieces of the railway? I didn't have them one, but I always raise questions. Oh yes. It was past 1 o'clock in the camera would have been quite dark. The thing was so nice. It would have been better custom light on the floor there. Little wonder then, the culprit failed to notice the fragment of the tiny item. You all suspect me, don't you? Simon Strongvall. Nave is woman. She's daughter of Strongsaver. 2 years ago, they knows. But before, she was a dancer on the ship, a member of the ship's band. Excuse shipper, big criminal. Ah, so that's it. Nina was there in the cabin. But not possible. I give my tooth. Well, that's almost one of the most interesting. And why would you give your tooth, pray? How can you be so sure? You're a great detective, you should know. Look at the truth in the eyes. Captain Bulkhead was locked shut from the inside. Nobody could go in the cabin. Not Nina, no one. What do you want to tell me that the killer can walk through locked doors? Net. It's impossible. No, he's right. She can't see good. That's why she didn't pick up the rest of the pieces. Wait, no lashes. They can also be opened from the outside. A thread? Are you stupid? These bulkheads are not barn doors. Certainly not. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. I'm ready to shoot in the stream, but I'm trying to get done with this chapter. But I think we're almost done. Touch of the heavy steel, but not gap of sight. No threads or needle could manage to be used. No, of course not. I thought so too. But Mr. Reddington suggested that earlier, so how could you shift it on to me? There's a cabin door that can be the alarm, not necessarily. What? I could put it. I could put it to you. That it could be. I could be. But they're gonna finger on it. No, this very cabin, we can see the traces of the method the environment used before. I don't believe it. Well, so now, I believe you know what I mean, do you? Wait, shut the bolt door. Come on, it's the emergency alarm. Yes. Do you really know what it is, Mr. Tolman? Yes, and you should too. Because we all seen it happen before. You do have. So, would you care to do the honors? How do I go over there? Oh. Do I?
Yes.
Look at the bookcase over there. See all the books are things that have been toppled over? What's happened when the ship has made its emergency stop before? Yes, that's right. It's a very powerful vessel, I thought. When the engine's thrown in reverse, if I had to, it holds the entire ship.
He's already. Yep. Well, bound to fall over. I believe, yes. This was known to
Force of intra and actinology. It doesn't know.
It's a book at least.
What is it called? The same force that pushes all the books over in the case. It's also made something that kind of move. The lock. The bolts on the cabin door.
Very obviously, we just stopped the ship earlier. We had to come into the cabin not long ago.
And bolted the door. But then. Hello, is anyone in there? Shout if you need assistance. That sounds like Inspector Soga. Oh yes. That's it. When the ship stopped suddenly, the bolts flew off across the locked door. Yes, it's made of metal. The small nuts be moved. Yep. Are you trying to say that last night, after it was killed? Yep. That's exactly what happened. It all makes sense now. Everything was knocked over. This is made another emergency stop. When I woke up this morning, it looked a little odd. After all the books and shelves had toppled over, and that's when that order was. It was as if someone had run their hands across the shelves and knocked everything over.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And I stood them all up again, did I? The other cabin. We were surprised to see the same thing in here. All the books and everything was toppled over just like that, and that's Mr. Sogi's cabin. Oh my! You know what I like to say about this? Are you out of your mind? See that Bitter made us emergency stop? It does seem the far-fetched. How could this possibly happen? Unless you're saying that the culprit is actually someone from the engine room. No, it's simple though. Hit the button and force the way outside. Use the trick of the emergency alarm. Oh yes, of course. There was another. Press button. Yep. Around the vessel, raise alarm. So the button. One almost compared to the pressing satisfying one curiosity. Wait, it was you? But not just press. It was two things that happened. It was safety. Emergency alarm rings and the rest comes to a complete stop. It was I who did it earlier. Indeed, it was earlier today. Is this you're sinking into? No, I'm fine. I'm just tired. Mr. Soames, surely it wasn't you who. I always say, a person has one purpose in life. To be impressed, whenever the occasion. He almost sounds proud of himself. How dare you mess with ship? I reported you to the captain. You are in much trouble now. No, I'm sure all that can be wait until later. Let us not overlook the fact that we have learned a valuable lesson. Let us make an emergency stop. Doors in the cabin door slide close. So, But that would be what I would consider. Yes. It's always coming back to one thing. Last night, I just saw all what happened, Mrs. So should it make an emergency stop, or did it not? You're idiots. It was secret. It's emergency stop in the middle of the night. There would be chaos everywhere. What are your thoughts? Well, it's certainly possible that some kind of emergency happened last night. We have evidence that supports that idea. You ready? What evidence? Fascinating. Do show us, my good man.
I'm gonna finish this episode first, and then I'm gonna end the stream.
What is I have no idea. Ship is stronghold. It's your duty to patrol the first class area of the ship, is that right? Da, that is correct. Why? Ship's log's right here. So here where you record the day your duties? What are you doing with that? That is mine! Ah, so you'd rather carry a little bit on top of the little makeshift beer. The fastest way, over there. But the responsible fact is we took into our care without a mind to return it to you later. I left it there on purpose. That is where I put it always. Point is, I'm looking at what you unusually record. Is that you clearly understand you write the phrase "nothing to report" every 30 minutes. Well, 2 o'clock. There was nothing recorded at all. Nothing recorded in the log.
That is.
Da! Because nothing happened. But if nothing happened, you would normally write nothing to report, would you? Go! Indeed so. Indeed so. So which tells us that shortly after 2 a.m. something happened here aboard the SS Beagle. Something significantly happened to make you forget to fill in the ship's log, in fact. Are you suggesting the ship really did make an emergency stop in the middle of the night? Stop talking rubbish. If I'm perfectly honest, I find it a little hard to believe myself. Oh, why? Well, because if someone made an emergency stop, it really happened. Should all of us would have been noticed? That's very true. Thanks to the emergency stop to reassure each other, we all know what it feels like now. Stretching. I need to stretch. This ship looks violently and larger than itself now. I can't imagine anyone would sleep through that. What if it happened during the dead of night? Well, no, that's a good point. What of the throbbing? Sorry, what do you mean? Go ahead, man. The throbbing in your head since this morning. We have all suffered from it. Ah. Oh, yes. I had a headache. You're right. In fact, I haven't been feeling myself since I woke up today. Nor have I. My head has been feeling heavier since dawn. Yes, you have been afflicted, have you? Just as I suspected. He's right. My head's been throwing today too. Yeah. I know that would come along as a hint. Something. Yeah, everything's been sort of hazy. I can't really remember anything that happened after I climbed back inside the wardrobe. And the first thing I noticed this morning was that the throbbing pain in my head. had already been dragged out of the wardrobe. I had those handcuffs put on me by that point. Why didn't I wake up at all when that happened to me? Tell me, mister. You boarded the vessel as a stowaway, didn't you? Oh, well, yes. Sorry. Stowaway class. As accommodation doesn't really include meals. Did you survive? Oh, well, he looked after me. He was always happy to share his meals. So you enjoyed some of the whole roast chicken dish that Sylvia yesterday. I take it. Yes, in fact, I had all of it. I wasn't fond of chicken. Oh, really? So the victim didn't eat any of the chicken last at all. That's right, I didn't even touch it. Is that relevant? My dear fellow, does that not strike you? Oh, Mr. Sholmes, do you mean to say there was something wrong with the chicken? I do. No. Really? Is that true? The alphabet for the passengers last night must have been tampered with. What do you mean, are they, you know? Tampered? Oh, wait, but what do you mean by that? Are they, you know? And I get what you're asking, but like I don't understand what you mean. Tampered with the additional spotty. Yeah, tampered. That's basically a sleeping drug. You mean whoever did this laced every meal with a sleeping drug, so no one would notice to start the emergency stop? Hold on, let me get this. Just 1 second. I think we're almost done with the chapter. No, I think they're just friends. That's what they say, at least. One second. I am getting a new shirt on. Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry, I'm back. Precisely. I'm just saying that's what they said. That's their word, not mine. That's their word. Don't. Precisely. Lacing every meal of every passenger on board with a sporific drug would certainly be impossible. Unless, that is, a certain single was a conspirator. What? Mr. Sholmes. Well, Seaman. Yeah. I'm sorry to say there are any more deception in this matter will get you nowhere. If you refuse to talk, there will have to be an inquiry made through the shipping company, of course. And we're happy to. We're even. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm just getting some socks on, don't mind me. And were that to happen, everyone in the crew and the captain himself would be hauled
over the coves for aiding and abetting a renegade. Please, please, no more. I will tell you everything. I cannot make problems like this for everyone anymore.
These crew members are your former comrades, I believe.
Yes. So when I decided to run away, I asked them to help me.
That's actually wholesome.
That's actually wholesome. They helped him. They're friends. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm a very busy man. They all agreed to help everyone together. They all agreed to help everyone together. She threw away everything. Her fame and ballet, Mother Russia, nor the help out of her angel.
I don't believe it.
You're right. You put sleeping drugs in chicken last night. Yes, I remember. I didn't notice I was chewing on a lump, and something strange appeared in the morning. If you're eating chicken and if you notice a lump on something strange and bitter, why would you continue eating it? You know? I'm so ready to get done with this episode. I liked it though.
Da. You can only make drug. How do you say dissolve? Talk about the heavy seasoning. At midnight, the waters near the angel aboard. She was helped by a comrade on the shore with a small fishing boat. All the other passengers of the SS slept soundly, thanks to the almost magical effect of the slumber inducing potion.
I mean, seriously, if you notice a lump in your chicken, I'd be concerned still.
So if that's what really happened, the only people awake on the ship last night were the crew people and just like chicken and the newly board passenger, Miss Her. That means that it was impossible for you. You could have used the emergency stop trick to lock his door. How does that make sense? Surely the captain would end up locked in the case. Would have completely chaos. No, I wouldn't say so. What? Ah, of course. Just like us, every other passenger would have eaten in their cabins. after which they would have been overwhelmed by the tiredness of the sleeping drug. Quite. And accordingly, all passengers would always be in the cabin for the night. Yes. A little love ain't gonna hurt nobody. I still would be concerned.
Not one of them. That's remarkable.
Friend who unlocked this morning. The summary.
In order to fasten the culprit brought an entire vessel. And their majesty started. Now the mouth and
You have talked a long time and seen many things.
what is the point?
The point is, what I said earlier,
There was somebody else present on the crime scene who lost his life.
the victim lost his life this morning.
Someone left a message in the Russian hole, except they incriminate another. Someone tried to desperately hide the broken fragments of the glass that were the culprit's identity.
And then someone is stop. You see yourself and knocked up.
Although busy night. But I didn't know anything about this. I just a little girl.
Like to speak with your long English words and explain the clever ideas. But I am until don't listen to long boring stories we don't believe. Sailors like me, we trust only what we see
With our eyes. A laughable trait.
What?
I'm not quite the same as disposing, my good man. Observation is everything to me. Mister.
Oh, yes? You here?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, she was the one that locked the doors. With the boat turning around, with the force of the boat, kind of just locked the doors. Sorry, you've lost me.
Proof of their involvement, man. But you can hear such calls in your ears. No, you mustn't hear with your eyes.
For service is best of all direction.
What are you talking about? I believe the time has come. For one final logic in music.
Oh man.
Please. Was that exactly? What exactly? Observation?
I'm gonna have to go to work pretty soon. I may not be able to.
We're looking for some kind of trace of evidence.
If we're gonna have like that long sequence, the dance of something, I'm gonna have to end the stream for that.
Where is that? Oh, she sure is missing her.
Yes.
Where are you, Christmas? Were you in a piece of... Although, we haven't actually found anything yet, so... Truth is, you don't know how to turn revelation or this. Did that hurt? Yes, a lot.
Alright, so if we got one of those long things, we're probably gonna
I think of two possibilities.
When we find traces of something that the person who left behind,
Or, if that's not possible, Church of Southern God forced them to go away from the city. Excuse me. So I have to go to work early. So I'm gonna have to save this. Something I got is.
Let me save this for we're gonna end the stream right here because I got work. Already saved. I gotta go to work early today, so I have to go. Goodbye till then. I'll try to stream tomorrow. Till then, goodbye. Thank you for watching.